Hello everybody, Jet here, and welcome to my Road to Independence campaign in Empire Total War as America. I mean, I couldn't really be the Road of Independence as anybody else, but you know what I mean, guys. So we're getting into a good situation here. We are just, we're about to do this battle actually here. We've got a very nice army built up here. Oh, hang on, let's continue siege. Can we get these guys straight over? Yes, we can get these guys straight into the army to build up this army. So we've got a nice big army here. We could do with some better cavalry actually. That's probably what I'm going to work on next, is to get myself some regiment, some better cav. I do want a bit more. Well, that'll do for the moment. So we're just getting ourselves some actual line infantry in here. We've got a good wall, so this is a good solid settlement. If we take Albany, and then once we've got there, we're potentially going to push towards Philadelphia. We need to deal with these armies up here, however.
Siege works underway.
They do have a lot of mounted tribal auxiliary cavalry. They shouldn't be too bad, and a lot of cannons too. So we are going to have to be quite aggressive here. Let's assault them here. Let's go for this. Now, do they actually have a wall here? I'm not sure. I think they might, and if they have a wall, we get to have fun because we have to breach the wall and push into their settlement. Now, hopefully what they'll do if that is the case is they will use their infantry, sorry, their cavalry outside the fort. Otherwise, I'm going to have to batter down the walls. Yes. Oh, wow. This is a nasty. So this is actually going to be quite nasty to take. This is a big star fort, guys, which is really defensible, as you can probably guess. So they can put units on here. So even if I knock holes in, I'm in a very tricky situation here. Where's going to be our best approach? We're going to try and blast some holes in here. So we're just going to form up to start with. We don't want to be rushing ourselves forwards. These guys can unlimber, and they're going to start trying to break a hole straight through that wall. There you go. So some of their units are... Oh, wow. You guys can just charge them straight away. If they've put those cannons outside, then we will go and take them straight away. And they've just got this massive cavalry sitting in the centre. So we're going to try and breach the wall in as many places as we can along here. Now, theoretically, I think I can damage the wall here. But I don't know if it's actually worth doing. So we're just going to keep hitting this wall. Try and make ourselves a nice breach or two. They were going to get eviscerated straight away. I mean, they put the cannon outside with no support. Because they actually have very little infantry here, so I could potentially just storm the walls, but we're going to have to pull back very shortly. Right, straight back now. You know what? We're actually going to start moving up here because, well, oops, I don't want to move everything. These guys can just keep hitting that bit of wall. I wish I could still move infantry here. You guys are going to move up there. You guys are actually going to move on to this flank here. And then we will engage anybody on the walls who start shooting at us. But we can also just go up the walls once we've made a breach. And we might even decimate that unit. The thing to do is once we get in, guys, we want to get onto the walls if we can actually, because that'd be quite good. We also want to get into these buildings and build a line, because that we're going to get massively charged by that cavalry. Oh, let's double time everybody. double time the actual time as we move in. Let's move this line in a bit closer so we can start shooting, because they are hitting us with their cannons. Once again, let's double time it. Well, I know you guys aren't meant to be going into that. You guys are meant to be pulling over here. You guys can all pull into here. Because if we fix bayonet here, guys, we plug bayonets, we stop using, we lose the ability to shoot. So I don't actually really want to do that. You guys are going to move up there. You guys are going to move around here to help support them. You guys are going to go straight up here, actually. So they're going to start going up the wall. We're working on a breach here. Can these guys actually start shooting? There we go. Hit the wall in as many places as we can along here. That breach is not going to happen anytime soon. I'm still going to work on that, because getting my cav in here might be helpful. But once we get onto the wall, we can actually start hitting back at them. I mean, these guys are, as you can see, they are, while I'm damaging them, they are in a very strong position. Come on, let's break that wall. Oh, I didn't think I told you to do that. You guys can move up just behind. They're going to funnel through that breach once we've got it. Oh, perfect. Oh, wow. No, not perfect. Oh, that's citizenry. We should be able to decimate them. Come on, why aren't you guys shooting? Let's just melee into them. We're up here quite nicely. These guys are going to try and get down into here down into buildings as quickly as they can. So you guys are going to go for that armory. And you guys are going to go for here. They are now getting decimated. God, it takes a lot of destroying the wall. What? I'm not sure where they're going. We're cutting them to pieces. They're breaking. This is risky. If they charge me when I get down, they will decimate this unit. So this is a bit of a risk, which is actually close. Now let's go for this one. That way we'll be in a good firing position. We'll also cover the breach once we get it. There you go, now they're trying to come for me, but it's too late. We're already getting imp. They will have to dismount to come in here. we will be in a much stronger position to attack them from. What are they doing? These guys' big issue is potentially going to be their ammo, because they're shredding these guys around here. Oh, are they going to charge out? If they sally forth now, it would be interesting. Kinda wish there was a better way of putting my guys on the wall. Whoa, I don't want you guys going down there. Can they shoot out? They don't appear to be shooting out at all. Oh, that's because they're all on melee, aren't they? There we go, and now we charge, and you guys straight through at him. Why is it not letting me move them in like that? You guys can charge into here. You guys can pull down back behind to try and form in behind them. Battering them. You guys can charge into here. No, this is us fighting their native cavalry here. Their mounted tribal cavalry here, and that really shouldn't be too difficult for us to do. Especially as we've got infantry charging through this as well. Double time them through, but we are already breaking them, and then it's just going to be shattering their centre here, which really shouldn't be that difficult. To the point you guys can pull out along here. You guys can form up here to deal with those cav, those guys. There you go. We're clearly breaking through there. You guys can actually form there. Forwards. Yeah, we're well and truly through over here. I was sure I told you guys to... Oh, you guys can just form into here then. There we go, we should start engaging now. nicely, and we should shred these guys. Here goes nothing. You two can come forward and pull into here as well. Move that line forwards just a bit so we're engaging properly. These units are doing very nicely here. These guys can move up to form a secondary line. I'll send some of those guys over to help them once we reform. Let's focus our fire on those guys. I want that cavalry completely shattered. At this point, though, we've won. I mean, let's take that mix. Move forward. You two units can move over here. Double time to engage this line. One of these guys can break out and get on there, and then one of these guys can just break out to here. That'll do nicely. I don't know why they didn't just charge in. That's actually a regiment of... it's a militia regiment, so they probably wouldn't have done great. Come on, shoot. And charge. We still have 8 units in here, armed citizenry. We've won this now. We're going to take this very quickly. Oh, we've got some cannons outside the other side as well. But we hold the fort now, actually, so... let's limber these guys and bring them in, just in case. Shredding them. They're surviving surprisingly well, to be fair. There you go. This is almost over now. Nice, solid victory there, guys. Just breached the walls. To be fair, we barely needed to breach the walls there, so we did very nicely. Let's have a look. Yeah, we did nicely there. We lost 300. They lost 700. They lost all their troops, so they killed very few of us. Oh dear. So apparently we killed nearly 100 of our own people, guys. Oops. Right, let's stop recruiting this guy actually, because I want to get this place repaired. And And let's get our own recruitment redone. There we go. We've got a second settlement again, guys, which has got a wall, which is going to make it much easier to hold. In fact, it's got a very strong wall there. At some point, we're going to have to try and build up enough forces to deal with the British Navy, because, well, as you can tell, they rule the seas. They are the Royal Navy. They do rule the seas. As an ex-Royal Naval officer, I kind of have to agree with that. Certainly at this age. But no, it's certainly you know, I'm not in any position to start pushing out to sea yet. And I mean, even in my own territories, the British Army are behind me and are pushing into my territory quite massively. Now I can afford to hopefully start roving and hitting them a little bit more now. But we're going to want to be very careful with how we do that, guys. I don't want to allow too much. Sorry, I don't want to allow too much, but at the same time, I don't want to be too aggressive. Oh, I could so push there. I don't want to leave my settlements undefended, if you see what I mean.
Sound the call to battle, sir. For march! For crown and country!
My income is not great. Right. I'm needing my four non-veteran units in there. That should be enough. And we're going and pushing some of these guys back a little bit. That's an auto.
Make ready. Make ready. March. Ready and awaiting orders.
Alright, we're going to push there next. Basically, I'm going to try and clear up all of these little enclaves of British troops here. Try and get ourselves into a better position. And what we probably want to do is look at... Well, it's working out where to go next. I want to take Philadelphia soon. They don't have a huge garrison in Philadelphia, so I can take there relatively soon. But I want to clear around here first to get myself a nice defensive position. I need enough forces to be able to hold what I've got, basically, guys, before I push Philly. Now, Philadelphia is a very important settlement for me to take. That will massively up my income, guys. That won't just be a small change in income. That'll be a big change in income. But at the moment, I'm controlling the settlements, but I'm not controlling the actual outside the settlements. If they were to bring a big army together, it could potentially be dangerous. Now, you see, they are bringing their navy together. Not that their navy's really a threat to me at this point. It would be really nice if I could bring the French or the Spanish into this war, but I don't think they're willing at this point, so... Well, it's a shame we don't have the New World as well, because if we had, the Old World as well, because if we had the Old World, the French would be more than happy to go to war with me, whereas they're actually much weaker here at this point. Go on, do it. Hit me. Ah, they go for my port. There, my port, all of my things, I'm not bothering building them up because I can't hold them. It's that simple. Realistically, if this was a real war, they would be starving me out massively by this point. I'm happy to leave the rebels near me. I can deal with them later. Yeah, they're raiding our trade. There's not much I can do about that.
Sir. Make Ready for battle!
There we go.
Your humble servant.
Let's chase them down and finish them off. Wait, they moved a huge distance.
Crush them! Forward! Virtue and valor unconquered.
Running away.
Forward! For crown and country!
So you get my revenge there. Here's not the happiest of places, but it will cope. Yeah, these four guys, it sounds daft, they can, well fought, they can hold for a long time there. Ooh. What does this give us? Extra happiness, extra town wealth, so let's do that. Get ourselves a bit more income. We're getting there, guys. So we're going to build up again with our army, and we're going to take Philadelphia. Once we've got control of Philadelphia, we're probably going to try and build a second army up, a defensive army and an offensive army, or a few defensive armies. Because as you can probably see, guys, we're not that badly off. We're getting there now. Slow and steady will win the race here, guys. I'm not going to win by bold, grand plans swarming across their territory. Because if I try and do that, they will batter me. The Huron have been destroyed. Where are all my agents? We do have...
Forward! Anything more?
He needs to be in a school.
Ready
That's
for
not
order.
who I meant to move, that's for sure.
Citizens, march!
Because he will, yeah, allow me to research, which I should really be doing. It's not going to help at this point. Let's get a square formation. It's apparently going to take us 0 turns.
By the left. Any further orders? Waiting order.
You guys can join there.
Make ready.
They're probably going to hit here. That's the danger. That said, I'm about to clear this army out. What's our income? Our income is still decent. What's the cost of this army?
Ready for
Can actually see the direct cost of each army. Well, we can work it out. Our army upkeep. So yeah, we could afford to push another army out at the moment. So we're going to start working on a second army. So we're going to have... Okay, that's not necessarily so good. Actually, no, I can take there easily. We're going to batter the big army. We're going to... No, I need to take Philly. If I take Philly, Philly will give us a lot more income. And that's will mean we'll be able to start actually aggressive... We'll be able to start a bit more aggressive expansion, guys. Gonna hit them simply because of their position.
victory!
I'm gonna move down to this school. There you go. And we're gonna start the march on Philadelphia there. That's not bad. That's quite a tough little settlement now. Okay. I am still very surrounded, and I could do with pushing. Once we've taken Philly, Philly's going to be our bastion. It's just the odd thing, it's where to push. If I can get a second army up here, actually, pushing down this way is not necessarily bad. Because these places aren't going to be difficult to take, necessarily. And they're relatively on their own compared to some of the other places. In here, we're not necessarily at war with any of these guys. And if I can hold up here, this is the powerhouse. This sort of area here is the powerhouse, which I've got to really contend with.
Make ready. March. More orders at the ready. Forward. Your humble servant. Men, forward. Forward. For crown
Oh,
and country.
I only wanted one.
You ask too much. Forward. For crown
Oh, damn.
and country. Make ready.
Okay, you guys can pull up there. You guys can actually retreat back
Sorry,
this
sir.
way. It still works. Let's get there for the extra income.
Sir.
And we will start building a bit more out there. Getting some repairs done, because we are getting to a position... Oh, and they are reinforcing Philadelphia now. That'll be an easy victory. So yeah, we're going to pull back, because I want to pull this army out of Philadelphia. Because I don't really want to engage Philadelphia with that big an army there.
Yes.
So if we can get that army out and sieging here, we can move in behind it and batter it, which would be ideal. Yeah, that's going to be quite nice. Ooh, the tech research rate is also quite good. For now, we'll get the state capital. How is my research going? 4 turns on Square Bayonet, on Loop Bayonet, and we already have Square. We can now form Square, because that's apparently quite a difficult thing to do. No, I'm not going to bother. Well, I've already done it. Nope, didn't think they would. Right, let's see what happens next. See, here they come again, and that's a lot of build-up in Philly. That is a worry, actually. That is a big army they're building up in Philadelphia. Yeah, let's start building up a bit more here. You guys are still getting yourselves sorted. If we move you there,
Ready and
we
waiting
can
forward.
we can intercept anything coming up over either of those bridges, which would be a very interesting fight. But no, to be fair, it's mostly, there's not a brilliant force. I just don't really want to be facing off against it just at the moment. They are bringing a lot of troops together, though. That is the problem, and that is turning into a big army now, as it is behind us. This is a little bit of a worry. I might move my force from Albany back to Boston, simply so we've got a better force in Boston.
By the left. Make ready. March. Immediately.
Right, our aim is here. Hessian line infantry. Eek. These are slightly better infantry they're bringing in here. I'm not going to bother upgrading. You can go sabotage now, isn't it? Ooh. Yeah, go sabotage their barracks.
Shadowing the target. Looking and listening.
I suspect, yeah. They're trying to sneak. Okay, that's interesting. They're trying to build up all of their forces in one place. Why would that be so bad? I'm fighting that because I completely disagree with those odds, guys. I suspect I will make mincemeat of them here. I've got quite a big formal army here. I missed my opportunity. I missed the opportunity to pounce on Philadelphia. If I'd gone for Philadelphia earlier, we would be in a much stronger position here. I waited too long and let them build up. Oh wow, we are... What? So I know they can only spawn along there. Right. Why can't I have units out there? As you can tell, the game has come on away since this. I should have repaired my walls, guys. That'll do that. The thing is, they could not even be on some of these bits of walls where I'm putting men. You guys can sit in the middle as backup. Perfect, actually. they do send anything here, that's going to get shredded. Or you can just move here and on limber. We've got a load of stuff coming in here, which is probably going to go for this break, which I wouldn't blame it. You two can go and dig into this house just in case anything does get through. You guys can actually all come out here, because I suspect I can get around and hit all their artillery. These guys will shoot their little cannons occasionally. Oh wow. If they don't get battered like that. Are they coming through? No. They may be. Oh, you guys should all be double timing. You guys can pull back here. They appear to not be able to move for whatever reason. Let's not complain too much. Oh, here they come. They're going to get shredded. And as they come through, they're going to hit from the flank as well. So yeah, they're not even getting a chance to form. They are not putting anywhere near enough troops into this gap. But I had these guys too far forwards. I don't seem to be able to get those guys off there for whatever reason, which is a little annoying, but you know. These guys can actually pull back a bit because we let them engage us far too quickly there. That said, we ripped them to pieces. I mean, they were in a proper crossfire there. It's risky, but you guys can reform along that line there. They're already getting peppered. It's infuriating because they're just stuck. Oh, now they move. You guys again should be double timing over here. Go on, launch those Hessians. unit of grenadiers. Ooh, that doesn't look good. I'm on the best graphics as well. Well, they're actually trying to shoot back, but they're about to have an entire cavalry charge hit them from behind. They're gone. I'm a bit depressed they didn't try and put more through that breach, because if they'd put more through that breach, I'd have won. One thing I do in these sometimes, guys, is I don't actually hold the walls. I hold the breaches. Oh, this is going to be a good charge. This is their mounted tribal. Now, what I want to be careful of is these guys coming through. Shooting here. Let's bring these guys off. And you guys can form there, and you guys can form across here. Break out before they engage us with musket fire. That said, they're coming nicely in range here, so if we can pull them around that corner. Well, surely they're in range of my guys now. This battle's taking longer than I expected it to. Break these guys out. Oh, wow, let's hammer into their side then and their rear. Perfect, actually. I want to ignore those guys and get their cannon. It's a mad dash for their cannon here, guys. So we can deal with their cannon, these guys aren't an issue. Perfect. They are taking fire. Not too much. Oh wow, my guys are breaking that. Not almost glorious of moments. Where are they going to try and hit us? Here. taking damage though. Driven off their cannons. Once we've broken that, they have to come in. They're already breaking as they come over the wall. They're coming all on their own, guys, which is never a good idea. You guys can come over here as quickly as you can. Oh, it's really letting me put them over there for whatever reason. Oh no, I don't want my general. The annoying thing is they're probably just going to sit there. I think I can safely say that this is a victory, guys. So I'm actually going to end the recording here and finish this battle off offline because it's pretty much done. So as always, thank you very much for watching, guys. And please feel free to pop any comments in the comment section or jump over to my Discord and say hi. There are also links to my Twitter and my Patreon in the comments and description. Thank you very much for your time, guys.